Before I start my Week 1 NFL 2016/17 season predictions, I'd like to give a quick shout out to webpausgames.com. Guys, if you want to check out some cool online safe gaming, check out this site. The link will be down in the description box right next to my Twitter account, so please go check it out. But with that being said, let's start off the Week 1 NFL season. It's finally here. It's finally started this Thursday night. We got the rematch of the Super Bowl matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. Some people are saying, well, this is the way the Panthers get their revenge and whatnot. Things are different. The Panthers got Kelvin Benjamin back. The Broncos no longer have Peyton Manning, and you have different coaching staffs, different environments, and different time, and blah, blah, blah. Personally, for me, it should be a fun game. But if anything, I feel like, for some odd reason, I just feel like Denver has this game. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think maybe to the last second, maybe, I don't know, Cam Newton throws a game-ending interception. Maybe that's the mark. Maybe they're in the red zone. They got to get the touchdown for the win, and they just come up just that close, that short. So I think despite Trevor Siemian starting for the Denver Broncos, who I had never heard of in my life and haven't really seen much of him, but I do believe it or not, I'm going to go with the Broncos on this one. So that's the Thursday night game. Now we move on to the Sunday games. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Falcons, they're an interesting team, obviously, with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. I don't know if Devontae Freeman can live up to what he did last year, particularly the beginning part of the season when he was just red hot. And then, eventually, of course, he cooled down. The Buccaneers, I like the Buccaneers this season, believe it or not. I think some people are saying they're 7-9, 6-10. I honestly think they're going to be 8-8. I think they're a 500 team. They got a young, really talented squad there, and they're really improved unit, whatnot. So I think the Buccaneers will win this, and yes, I'm a fan of Jameis Winston. I can't believe I'm saying that. Moving on, we got the Buffalo Bills going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. I don't know why I paused there for a second. So basically, the Ravens, I see them being like a 7-9 team. The Bills, 8-8. This is where the Bills get the first win of the season, Week 1. Bills. Next year, the Chicago Bears going to Houston on the Texans. I know the Bears' defense has vastly improved, particularly around the linebacking, defensive tackle position. Still not sold on their corners and deep defensive backs. I'm sorry, but that's just me. And I'm still not sold on freaking old-ass Jay Cutler, who, if a stick falls on him, he's out for the season. Give me a break. And, starting off, probably a few months ago, I would be like, yeah, Houston might be a little bit overhyped. I know it's preseason, but what I saw preseason from Houston, very impressed, believe it or not. So I'm going to go with the Texans. Let's get the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jets. Jets. I know the Bengals no longer have Sanu. They no longer have Jones. It's literally just A.J. Green because Tyler Eifert's out for the next 4 weeks, I believe, with an ankle injury. But still, that team is better off than the Jets because the Jets are meh. I mean, I know the Jets were 10-6 last year, but in my honest opinion, I feel like they overachieved. I see them being like a 7-9, so going with the Bengals. Next, you got the Cleveland Browns going to Philadelphia to take on the debut of Carson Wentz. Yes, Sam Bradford is gone. I'll get to that a little later. But, Carson Wentz. Thank God you're facing the Browns. That's all I got to say. Eagles. Next, you got the Green Bay Packers going to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. All I got to say is Aaron Rodgers. That's all, really. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. So, Green Bay should win. Because if not, the apocalypse is happening, guys. Next, you got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. Sam Bradford, will he start? No one knows. Well, Vikings management will know later down, whether it's him or Sean Hill. The Tennessee Titans, of course, defensively not very good. The running game is pretty good. The receiving core, it's got potential, but that's all it is right now. But nonetheless, Vikings still have a good defensive team. Not so their offensive line, to me, it's still terrible. But they do have Adrian Peterson, the best running back in the National Football League. And as I mentioned, they do have a good defense. And the wide receiving core is kind of meh, all right. So, Minnesota. Then we go on to the San Diego Chargers taking on the Chiefs in the AFC West matchup. Chargers aren't going to be very good this season. They got a lot of holes in that team. And the Kansas City Chiefs, Jamal Charles might not play. That's a little worrisome. but they do have, I believe, Spencer Ware to be their backup running back, and the Kansas City Chiefs are just a relatively good football team. So Chiefs should win this one at home, particularly. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Then you got the Oakland Raiders going on the New Orleans taking on the Saints. For some odd reason, the Saints are the favorite in this. I know the Saints have had good history at home, but the Saints defense. Oh my God, they possibly the worst defensive team in all of football. Drew Brees is there. That's about it. Because everybody else is suspect at best. And the Oakland Raiders, though, I think the Raiders, they got some young potential. I can honestly see them being second in the AFC West behind the Chiefs. So it's probably going to be like Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers. But I'm going to go in this matchup the Raiders. I think the Raiders will beat the Saints in what I guess some people might consider an upset. Then you get the Miami Dolphins going on Seattle, take on the Seahawks. Jesus, this is a Week 1 game. Seahawks should murder the Dolphins. So Seahawks. Then you got the New York Giants taking on the Cowboys. Oh, if Tony Romo wasn't injured, I would actually give this to the Cowboys. But you know what? You got Dak Prescott, the rookie quarterback, starting. And rookie quarterbacks don't win a lot of football games. They just don't. Unless you're the Rams, you believe that category. Then again, the Rams have all three of their quarterbacks should be third-string quarterbacks on pretty much every team in the NFL. But nonetheless, the Giants should win this game, I think, and I think they will win this game. I won't be surprised if it's close, but I think the Giants will win. Next, you get the Detroit Lions, and Indianapolis take on the Colts. Rah. Andrew Luck. As long as that caveman is on the field, the Colts have a chance to win. Otherwise, he's not. They're completely screwed. So, last time I checked, he's healthy. They should beat the Lions. Colts. Then we got the Sunday Night Football game. Got my New Patriots going at Arizona, taking on the Cardinals. Guys, as a Patriot fan, I will be honest. Even if Tom Brady was not suspended, the Patriots would probably still be losing this game. No matter how good Jimmy G might look, that defense of the Cardinals is freaking scary as living in hell, okay? They have everything going for them. Their defense, their running back, their receiving core. Their offensive line, surprisingly, has actually gotten better. The only problem is Darson Balmer looked complete utter garbage in preseason. And again, it's preseason, but that still worries me. Nonetheless, the Cardinals should win this game. I'm thinking 24-13. Then we go on to the Monday Night Football game. We got the Steelers at Redskins. Redskins, I think they got a good shot at competing in the NFC East, just like they did last year when they won it. However, they got a really tough schedule, and this is literally the first hard game they got. Obviously, Week 1, duh. Taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. I always say, unless Ben Roethlisberger is decapitated, he will play in that game. Okay, seriously, this guy could have his arm cut off, his throwing arm, and he'll just find a way to win. So, Steelers going to win, and I pick the Steelers. And then last but not least, the Rams and the 49ers, a.k.a. who will suck less in the NFC West, because we all know the Cardinals and Seahawks are the only threat in that division. 49ers are garbage, and the Rams, they don't look that great. I mean, they got a decent young defensive team. Otherwise, a lot to be desired. But nonetheless, I will pick the Rams, believe it or not, to win this game. Guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed your picks on Week 1. If you want, please feel free to comment down below and tell me your Week 1 picks. Hey, if you got any, sleeping teams, teams that could be sleeper, or you have any upsets for Week 1, please share down below too. This is the NFL season, guys. It's back and it should be fun. It should be enjoyable. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.